Do you find it hard to let go of material things? Well, I want to share with you 3 rules that you can use when it comes to letting go of material things. All right, let's jump right into it. My job for this morning, which is to clean out our outdoor closet. So here it is. We got a bunch of random things all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom as well. So the first rule I want to talk about is, does it add value to our lives? Because here's the thing, it's so easy to own and collect and have multiple different things, but we have to ask ourselves, does it add value to our lives? And so I have to look here and say, are the things that are in this outdoor closet actually adding value to our lives, or is it just excess that's in the way? My job today is to sort through all these things and really ask the tough questions. Let's just get after it. Okay. Box fan. Maybe in the summer, does it really add value? I don't know. Maybe the best thing that we can do is maybe have a pile that's like a sure yes, a maybe, and a no, and that's what we're gonna do today. So box fan, I would put in the maybe category. It was helpful for sure when we had a house and we had space for it, but in a 3-bedroom apartment, may not be the wisest choice. I'm just gonna put this on the side over here. Let's see, extra stroller. We got this actually when we were in Memphis because we realized that we needed a stroller for whenever we were going around Graceland. And it was helpful then. The question is it valuable now? My first instance, my first inkling is to say no. So this is gonna go in the no pile. And when I'm saying no to these things, it's not that they're bad things. Like, these are genuine things that we needed at a specific time, but as of right now, I just don't see the value that it has for our family. We have a wagon. We also have a stroller for the boys. We also have a jogging stroller. And so just another stroller that just takes up space that we haven't looked at in the past year or used in the past year is just not something that I think is valuable right now. And we can donate it and bless somebody who might actually use it. So let's keep going. So if you guys know me, you know that minimalism is something that I've tried to practice in my life, but sometimes it is hard. You know, just over time you lose track of it and you collect multiple things. But one of the things that I learned from minimalism is that everything in your house should provide value to you. And if it doesn't, you can give it away. You can sell it. You can get rid of it. Because if it's not adding value, then it's doing the opposite. It's actually sucking the life out of things that are valuable to you. Excess isn't bad. It's just that it distracts from the things that are truly important and that give life to you. Here's the second thing. Does it have a place? Does it have a place in my life, and do I have space for it? Again, me and Farah are in this 3-bedroom apartment with 3 kids, and oftentimes we're limited in space. And if something doesn't have a place, that means that it's just gonna fill other pockets of space that could be used for something more valuable for us. And so we've just used this and our guest spare closet as a way to just shove things in. We just cleaned out the spare closet. Now it's time to do this, so that way we're actually intentional about the space and we can put things that are valuable or add value to our lives and make sure that it has a place in our home. I want you to consider what that means for you as well. So I'm gonna give you guys an example of that. This is a travel bag. It carries just a bunch of things for us. Let me see. It's a bag that carries other bags that carries other bags. They are valuable when we need them, but we also have bags up in our home. So what that means is these are excess, right? Like, sometimes it's hard to let go because we're thinking of emergencies. Maybe there's a trip that might be planned, or we might be traveling, or we're gonna move again. But here's the thing, we used this when we were moving out of our old house to move into this apartment. And now when we moved all the things, these bags have just been sitting here for over a year. And yes, it is good to save for a rainy day, but at the same time, it doesn't have a place in our home. It's just taking up space where I could put my tools, or I could put this table that's right behind this camera, or I can put the boys' scooters and things away so it's not just in the way, you know? this is taking up space. So in my opinion, they got to go. And we can bless other people. Again, please hear me. I'm not just getting rid of these things. You can donate it. You can give it to somebody who needs them. That's our plan for these. All right, y'all. For the sake of this video, I don't want to keep you long. Here is the third rule. Does it fit in this season of life? Now, the reason why I share that with you is because right over here, we have things that were with us when we were in our old house. So for example, when I had a whole office, I had purchased these blackout curtains because I had a studio. I was streaming on Twitch and YouTube and Mixer and things like that. And I bought these blackout curtains so that way I could control the lighting situation and have my own lighting setup. I took it down. Actually, I never actually got it up, but we brought it with us here because that was the hope to do it in this space. But we had another kid and that's not the case. Now, here's the thing. I could save this. I could put this here and it could sit here for another year, or it could sit here for years to come, because our hope is to have an office one day where we can do this. But the reality is it's just gonna sit here and it's just taking up space. It doesn't add any value and it doesn't fit in this season of life. When we're raising kids and I don't have a place where I can have an office, this does not work. So it got to go. But here is the reality. I think that comes from a scarcity mindset. It's from this mindset that says, because I had it before, if I lose it now, I'll never be able to get it again. And that's just not the truth. We need to fit what we have and where we are to fit where we are right now, right? I don't need these things. I can actually let them go and I can trust, right? I'm not my own provider. God is my provider. And so I can actually let go of these things, trusting that though I'm giving it up now, God is going to be the one to provide for me when I need it. Phineas is with me. You want to say hi?
Hi.
How are we going to end this video? What are we going to say to them? You want to say goodbye?
Goodbye. Thank you for doing this video.
However you want to sign off, let them know.
Okay. Well, they usually say, thanks for being awesome. They usually say that.
Okay. What else do they say?
Like and subscribe. And thanks for being awesome.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Okay.